Hey guys, Utah Steve here, back for another video. Today I want to talk about my winter hiking gear loadout. Not backpacking, just for the day hike type stuff. Right here I've got my pack fully loaded and ready to go because I'm about to head out the door. Kind of funny that to show you this stuff I have to actually unpack it and repack it and then head out the door, but that's how it goes. So let's go ahead and open this up and see what I've got in the pack, the basic things that I plan to take with me. It's very full. It looks and is kind of heavy. And the reason why is because it's winter time and I'm carrying extra supplies with me that I normally wouldn't carry in the summer. To start out with, you probably saw this in the last video. This is the Moonlance backpacking chair. It's very comfortable. I've been testing it in my house. I just noticed this has loops on the side of the case. That's pretty cool for carabiners. You can hang it from your pack. In this case I'm just tucking it in this pocket in the front. Now this is kind of heavy. This is a couple pounds. But I'm testing this right now. So I'm taking it with me pretty much every time I go out in order to get a feel for it. Lately I've been sitting in it around the house and that kind of thing, and so far it's very comfortable and very sturdy, no problems with it, but I want to use it outside, so I'm taking it with, even though it's a lot of weight. Now this backpack is just an Ozark Trails Walmart backpack. It's actually my son Dylan's. I bought it for him because he's smaller than me, to use as a backpacking backpack, but I decided to utilize this as a day hike backpack. It has several pockets, it has a water bladder, there's lots of possibilities with this. Even though it's an inexpensive backpack, this was probably 20 bucks. Like I said, Walmart brand. But that's the pack we're using. Over here in the side pockets, I've got my micro spikes. Just in case. Of course these are kind of heavy as well, but again it is winter time. Up here we have a small pocket in it, and I've put my multi-tool in there. Of course my blue multi-tool. This is from Amazon. It's a small company that makes them. I like supporting the little guys, and this has been a fantastic tool. I've had it for a couple of years now. Let's see, who makes it? I should tell you. Or they should tell me. It's not on here. Well, anyway, there you go. That's my multi-tool. As Les Stroud says, don't go anywhere without a good multi-tool, and this is a really good one. Also in the top pocket, it looks like I have my 1000 lumen night core flashlight. Extremely bright. Woo! Yeah, it's great. This thing will light up the forest like you wouldn't believe. But this, of course, is just coming along just in case, because I don't plan on night hiking. I don't know why there's an Espit cube in there, but never a bad idea to have one with you to start a fire or heat some water or whatever. We'll get into that more here in a second. Okay, inside this first section, not a whole lot of stuff in here. I've got my power bank. I'm still testing this as well. I did a video about it a little while back, a couple weeks ago or so. The green light indicates that it's being charged. It's already fully charged from just the outlet. There's the charge indicator. Also makes a great flashlight. Very bright. Different modes. Signaling and SOS. Alright. So that's coming with. Normally that'd be on the outside of my pack charging, but it's fully charged, and I don't know if I'll need this, but again, if I got lost or something, I would need a source of power, especially with my camera equipment that I take with. Here's my spork. It's usually with my Cookpot, but for some reason they're in different sections. I think probably because of the little pockets in this pack. So just your typical light my fire titanium spork. Also in here, Bob Jr. Happy to be here. happy to be going for a hike. There's another pocket here. Paracord for who knows what. It's kind of a mess right now. I didn't bother to wind it up correctly. I usually do, but kind of want to get out there. It's going to be nice this weekend. Upper 40s in the daytime, which is highly unusual lately. The temperatures here in northern Utah anyway have not gotten above freezing for probably a few weeks. So I'm excited about this. Paracord just to cover my butt. Again, a safety precaution. Alright, moving on to the main compartment. This is where all the good stuff is. I feel like I'm gutting an animal. I've got a Fleece Beanie. Very warm. I love this thing. It's got Bob's hair all over it, but whatever. Everything does in my house. I've got these earmuffs that my mom bought me years ago. They're still going strong. They're also fleece and they're really warm. They're fantastic. Say I want to keep my ears warm but not have the beanie on because my head's too hot. I do that a lot. I just interchange these. If it's really cold, I can wear them both. Just handy to have with. Got my roll pack from Osprey. There's one of these at the Hayden Lake area up in the Uintas from a couple of years ago. Someone probably took it home by now, but I left it on a rock accidentally. It has a good multi-tool and all kinds of goodies inside it, so somebody lucked out when they found that. I went through this before. Up here is my hygiene kit, toothbrush, little towel pellets. You get them wet and they expand, toilet paper, toothpaste, Q-tips, whatever I need, hygiene. Down here, fire starter kit and hand warmers. So I've got lighters and fire starters and escort cubes and all kinds of stuff in there. Down in here is my first aid kit with medication, you know, ibuprofen and whatnot, moleskin, plastic bags, extra Espit type tablets. They're not really Espit Cube brand, but just as a backup, just in case. And the only reason they're in there is they wouldn't fit in the fire starter kit. And then I've got 2 lighters inside these little pockets right here. Just hang that from a tree when I sit down somewhere and it's easily accessible. All the main things I would need are right there. This is my Espit Cookpot. This is probably where the Espit cubes are. That's what I usually do with them. This is my favorite way to cook in the outdoors because of its convenience and also because I don't have problems with the gas not working when temperatures are low. So let's take the lid off. There you go. All my Espit cubes for my cooking needs, and also a little piece of foil as a windscreen and also as a backup cooking source. I've used this before, not this exact piece, but I've caught a fish before and had nothing to really cook it in the fire on without putting it over the fire. So I wrapped it up in the foil, set it in the coals, and it did a wonderful job. So it has multi-purposes. Always bring a good piece of foil with you. You never know. I kind of use this as a frame, an internal frame for this backpack. This is my sit pad. Mr. T-Max gave me this. Of course it's blue. Everything's so blue. Interesting thing about the color blue that might change my outlook on it. I found out lately that this is the color that attracts mosquitoes the most because they think it's water. So I may not be using blue all the time in the future because of that. I don't want to be eaten alive. Anyway, that's my sit pad, my knee pad. I use it for all kinds of things. It's come in handy many, many times. This is such a simple thing, but so useful. I love it. It's one of my favorite pieces of gear. Here's my food bag. Now this is originally for an overnight adventure, so it's got breakfast, lunch, and dinner in there. It's an MRE with all kinds of goodness and snacks in there, so I'm not going to go into that, but it easily weighs a couple of pounds. Let's see. Actually, this weighs less, and I know this is 2 pounds, so this is probably a good 3 pounds, feeling the two together. So better to have too much food with you than not enough. Again, being prepared in case something goes wrong. The rest of the weight in this pack is my Platypus 3-liter bladder. And I'm not a huge fan of water bladders, using them like this. what I like to do is bring the empty water bladder and a water filter and find a water source. And then you save weight, and I don't really use the tube except to like hang it from a tree and wash my hands with. I don't know. I don't use it in the traditional sense, I guess. But this time I will be. This comes out like that. And there you go. There's a better view of it. Right there. So there you go, guys. There's my day hike pack for winter hiking. I'm going to repack this and head out the door. Video will be coming soon. Thanks for watching. If you have anything else you would add to this, feel free to comment down below. Always open to suggestions. But this is the stuff I tend to bring over and over and over, except for the add-ons like the chair and the micro spikes. I don't always bring those. Ultimately, this pack weighs very little, but when you add in 3 pounds of food and 6 pounds of water, you know, there's almost 10 pounds added to this. It probably weighs 16 pounds or so. It's a guess, because I'm just that precise. Anyway, so there's my gear loadout, guys. Hope you like this video. Short and sweet. I've got an overnighter this weekend, and I've got a day hike to do. Keeping myself very busy. I don't have my kids, so I'm going to get out there and have some fun. I'll see you guys outside.